Today is the day when we all should understand why there are some successful people and some who is not. Understanding the concept of change is the mystery of many people today. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's session, I'll be taking you through my journey of change. It all started when I have graduated from the American University of Sharjah back in 2006, School of Engineering, and joined a renowned organization as an engineer here in the UAE. I thought it's going to be fun. I'm going to implement what I have learned in school and try to excel and improve in this organization. But unfortunately, it all turned to be a disaster. I entered a culture where the boss is always right. I cannot improve anything. I cannot try to change anything because my only way to excel is to please the boss. So I thought, what shall I do? I always had to say yes. Humaid, do this, inshallah. Humaid, make this happen, inshallah. Humaid, kill yourself. I was about to say inshallah. All strengths are attaching me. I reached to a very critical situation. I didn't know what to do. Shall I continue in my comfort zone or break all the strings and face my fear? An opportunity came across to join a big company and learn how to change stuff in an organization. I thought, why don't take this opportunity and go? Accordingly, I joined a company called McKinsey. McKinsey is a global consulting firm who serve as advisors for business and government. They solve problems, but in very large scale. I also thought it going to be fun. You know, joining a company, being an advisor, coming back, go to the government, say I'm advisor, go and solve problems. But again, it's not as expected. I had to go through an extensive training, working 12 to 16 hours daily basis. In the weekend, Eid holidays, Ramadan, study communication skills, leadership skills, organizational change. I literally hated every minute of that training. But I told myself, mate, this is what you asked for. Suffer today and live as a champion for the rest of your life. Accordingly, I continued for 6 months of extensive training, development, and real-time project. And after 6 months, I got my first live project. It was like, you know, unleashing the beast inside me. Yes, this is what I was planning to do, what I dreamt of a long time ago. They called me, you need to go to a telecom company in the Middle East and transform their call center. They have a very bad customer service, and they are trying to buy a new system to implement it on that call center. Again, I thought it's going to be fun. I went to the call center, and I found that they are trying to bring a ready-made system and force it on the employees, thinking that, the management thinking that, this is the best system we could apply. It's just from their offices, we found a new system, nice feature, let's apply it. I spoke to the CEO and told him, dear, just give me 1 week, let me live in that call center, search what's going on, learn how they work, and tell you whether this is the best solution or not. Of course, he's the CEO. He didn't accept. How come a guy coming, he's a trainee trying to tell me what to do? I told him, okay, just give me 2 days. He said, okay, you got your 2 days. I went to the call center, stayed for 2 days, and what I found is the following. Ladies and gentlemen, the customer calls the call center. A frontline agent will answer his call. Hi, how are you? How I can help you? The customer will tell him, it's either I have a problem with my phone, or I have a problem with the billing of my phone, or I have something related to sales. They didn't give me the full product or something. They will log a complaint, try to help him. They cannot. They will transfer the complaint to a back office agent who will try again to solve it offline, not being on the phone. 90% of the time, they couldn't solve the problem because they don't have the expertise and they don't have the tools. Accordingly, the problem will move outside the call center, either to finance team who will try to solve it, or a technical team and sales team. Assuming the problem was with finance will try to solve it 2 days. The problem laying there in their inbox, they are sleeping, I don't know what they are doing, having breakfast, all the distractions. It will come back to the back office agent with a solution. The back office agent will wait for it 1 or 2 days. Then they will get back to the front agent. They will tell them that we solved the problem, please inform the customer. They will schedule the call. It will be in the same day, next day, I don't know, maybe after 3 or 4 days. They will get back to the customer. However, the customer is not happy. Why? He's waiting 10 days for his mobile to work. Can you imagine? But let me tell you, he's a very lucky customer. Why? Because what I found happening most of the time, that the complaint will go to finance. Finance will say, it's not our job. It will come back to back office. It will move again to technical. They will say, it's not our fault. It will go again to back office. They will say, it's not our problem. Go back to sales, back to back office, and what we'll have? Chaos of communication. Nobody speaking to each other, nobody knowing what's going on, and at the end, the customer is angry. 40 days, and no solution yet. I thought it's going to be fun. Okay. I went to the CEO and told him, I need to do changes. We cannot rely on those teams. He said, no, this is our way of work. You cannot change anything. Okay. I told him, please, I'll take all the risk and responsibilities. Just give me one guy of every team. Let me do a pilot, experiment my theory, and we'll see later on. If I'm mistaken, I will apply your system. I took full responsibility. He said, okay. What I did is that I closed the link between the back office and sales. And the best people in sales, it trained the back office team in how to solve sales problem. Same we did in technical. But when I reached to finance, they told me, كيف تبغي التيم يردون فلوس حق الناس بدون ما يشاورونا؟ How come we refund money to people without coming back to the finance? They are the devil always. Okay, I had to find a way to convince them. What I did is deep, extensive analysis for almost 48 hours and found that most of the complaints coming requesting for refund are $50 and below. 90% of the complaints coming are $50 and below. And I calculated the time every agent is spending to solve that complaint and multiplied by their salaries and found to be $150. So we are costing ourselves 3 times what the customer is asking. They couldn't speak. Accordingly, I closed that link as well. Shifted all the technical expertise to back office team, and of course that was not easy. Unless you have a proper HR, you cannot move that. Why? Because you need proper training, you need proper empowerment, people can take decisions, and you need proper incentives. If you need more, you need to pay people more. So I got approval on all that and solved that problem, and accordingly, back office agents were empowered to solve the problem, coming back to the frontline agents, back to the customer, and we managed to solve that in 4 days only, after being 40 days waiting. The CEO saw that and told me, Humaid, go ahead. We are stopping the system, implement the changes everywhere. Accordingly, we had all the call center transformed, everything changed to the new way of work, and that resulted in 70% increase in customer satisfaction. That's in millions, ladies and gentlemen. 80% improvement in resolution time from 40 to 4 on average. That's huge. And we saved cost of manpower by 20%. And that 20% was almost 40 employees all over the call center. Calculate the salaries. I was not happy. Again, I thought it's going to be fun. But it's not. Why? Because I went back to the project and said, if I can cancel all these teams, why don't cancel this team as well? And shift everything to the frontline agents. Train them, develop them, put the right incentives, and get the job done. Accordingly, I did a pilot on that as well, and I could manage to solve all the complaints in 3 hours. We placed a model of change. وفرنا الحكومة. A model of change was developed as a standard, and this model was implemented elsewhere on a financial organization, indicating that it's not only for telecom. And the result was we had a 56% of revenues enhancement. We had improvement in service delivery of 61%. And this is the most important point. There were people, Emiratis, who were developed and skilled in their, uplifted in their skills and developed, and we had almost 28% development on those Emirati skill force. We had 100% increase in employee engagement. Why? Because people are taking decisions now. They got incentives, they are trained, they got empowerment. And of course, it's not a charity. We need to save cost always. That was for almost 2 years. And today, I'm proud to inform you that I'm the leader of business transformation in a multi-billion company here in the UAE. Ladies and gentlemen, most of the important things in life have been accomplished by people who kept on trying when they seemed to be no hope at all. شفنا في الفيديو كيف ناس كانوا normal people and they transformed to be, actually they changed the whole world. The best example وأغلى مثال على قلوبنا أبونا الشيخ زايد رحمة الله عليه، كيف ضحى وعانى وحاول بكل جهده أنه يوحد هاي الدولة، ولليوم نحن نحتفل بكل شهر ديسمبر بتحقيق حلمه. والخير اللي عايشين فيه اليوم من فضله، فضل الشيوخ الله يطول عمرهم، من بعد فضل الله طبعا. Until we meet again celebrating another success, I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much. Humaid Al Ajmani.